Yo, yo, what's going on, fellas? Happy Tuesday morning to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Your morning's off to a good little start. It's time to settle in with that breakfast. You got your coffee, your bagel, your eggs. Let's settle on into some sports and some sports betting talk. We've got a big day. Champions League, baby, semifinals kicks off this week, and you get the big daddy of them all. Real Madrid taking on Manchester City. Let's, of course, make sure we go ahead and talk about that. But before we do that, let's make sure we go ahead and recap what happened yesterday. And then we will talk that Champions League action. And then, of course, you got on the Payoff Pitch live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time with myself and the Hockey Squirrel. And today's show should be interruption-free because I believe we got the internet issues worked out yesterday. Crazy enough, the same place that we store the modem in the closet, we turned on the humidifier yesterday. So I think the humidifier and the internet were having a little battle yesterday of who could win. I think the humidifier kicked that internet's ass. So we got that turned off. Yeah, we got that figured out sometime last night. We got that turned off. So I think we're going to be internet free and have no issues on today's show. Let's go ahead and throw up that recap, though, from yesterday where we do get to ring that cash register because we went 3-1 yesterday and plus 1.82 units. Just a very good, solid start today. Almost got that sweep, 10 minutes away from being able to pull out the brooms, but we couldn't do that. How about in the Premier League yesterday? How about goals? How about goals galore in all the games yesterday? Boy, if you would have pulled out that ladder yesterday, well, you could have had one hell of a day, but nobody could have seen that many goals coming. But we did see goals. How about in Fulham and Leicester over 2.5? How about cashing in the first half? As Liverpool goes up 3-0. All started with the goalkeeping mistake. Willian whips in a free kick, and the goalkeeper just watches it bounce right on through the 6-yard box and in the back of his net. And from there on out, there were more goals that were going to come. And again, Liverpool getting 3 in the first half. Not Liverpool, Fulham. Fulham getting 3 in the first half gives us a good over 2.5 cash. Brighton and Everton, we were tripped up there. It didn't really matter to me who I thought could keep the clean sheet. I thought Everton was fully capable of keeping a clean sheet. I thought Brighton was going to be fully capable of keeping a clean sheet. In the end, it turns out we are rooting on Brighton to go, Everton to go ahead and keep that clean sheet. We were 10 minutes away, and I don't know, maybe you can call it luck. I mean, Brighton certainly had chances, attempts off the crossbar, off the post, and you escape all those just to go ahead and give up a goal off of McAllister laying on his back. The ball goes off his head into the net. Like, you're going to survive all those chances, and that's the one that's going to find the back of the net, a cross into the box, which Everton and Sean Dyche normally deals with the crosses just as good as any other team in the Premier League. So, sweaty, a little unfortunate to go ahead and concede the goal that way, but boy, give Everton credit. They were all over Brighton, and Brighton running their high, tacking press that they like to do. Well, Everton was dealing with that easily, turning them over and hitting them very fast on the counter. So nice work by Everton. Likely is going to go ahead and keep them up in the Premier League. So love to see that right there. Then we did bounce back though with the winner. Nottingham and Southampton over 2.5 goals at good plus money. How about another first half cash as that game was 2-1 at halftime? Love it. Just a game in which you knew was going to be goal heavy. Just look at the stats. We talk about it between the posts. Why are we getting that at plus money over 2.5 goals? Those shits have been hitting 67% in their games. Can't give me that at plus money. So love to see that right there. And then in baseball, we only rolled out one play. Wasn't the greatest baseball slates, but we thought that there was one good play, and J.P. Sears under 4.5 strikeouts came through for us, sweaty as all hell. I still don't understand, but that manager's got a quick hook. I mean, he was pitching decent, and just in the 6th inning, just gave up 3 straight hits. I guess 2 of them were home runs, and that was enough for the manager to send him packing and get him up out of there, which thankfully he did because he was on the hook when he did that. So love to see that right there. J.P. Sears under 4.5 strikeouts. All in all, it's a great day at 3-1 and plus 1.82 units. Hit that like button if you were part of those cashes, guys. Hit that like button and let me know if you were part of those cashes. Let's hop in that comment section. See what you guys are up to on this great Tuesday morning. See what great cashes you guys had last night. See what you guys are cooking up today in the Champions League. Let me know in the comment section. What's up there, Luis? Soccer was great. He gave it all back and more on MLB. Man, I hate to see that. Hate to see that. We had some great leans yesterday on the Payoff Pitch. Great leans. Underdog hit. Double play hit, best bet hit on Payoff Pitch, which, by the way, I got hit up by some of you yesterday. How did I not play my best bet? How did I not play my best bet on Payoff? First time this season, I think I haven't played my best bet. What the hell was I thinking? Should have been 2-0, but love to see that right there. Hopefully today is a better day in the MLB. It will be. Is Holland going to get a goal today? DraftKings did boost him, but maybe you were like me and you got a $10 max. Woo! I think DraftKings know a beating's coming, so they wanted to limit everybody just a $10 max. I mean, Holland should score, right? City should score probably a couple goals. Holland, you've got to fancy is going to be one of those goal scorers, but if it's a $10 max like I got, yeah, it's certainly, a chance to double your money. Yeah, $10 max, can't go wrong. Morning, Corey. Morning, my man. Let's have another great day, Brian. I appreciate the kind words, Brian. Appreciate those kind words. Red Sox F5 team total went to 2.5 in plus money. I've been seeing that, Corey. If you wait, it could come back down to 1.5. I've literally been seeing that bounce around all morning. 2.5 could be a little bit sweaty. Obviously, we'll talk about it here on the payoff pitch. Maybe you pivot to Charlie Morton under 17.5 outs. That's around plus money. That's around about minus 110, minus 105. They should maybe also hit over 2.5, but I don't know. Probably lay off 2.5. Probably lay off over 2.5. Kids get a little sweaty right there. Yeah, but like I said, it also came back down, Ryan. I was chatting with Tyler on Twitter, and it also came back down to 1.5. Let's see what it's at now. Is it holding at 2.5 and no longer going to yo-yo between those two values of 1.5 and 2.5? Okay, yeah, I'm seeing 2.5. I don't know. Maybe you hold out. Like I said, it's literally been bouncing around between the two. Yeah. Yeah, it's at Atlanta, so I don't know. Maybe you guys can watch it, or maybe you take one of your pivots, or if you don't get the same number as I get, then that's of course you don't have to force it. Yeah, you don't have to force it. So maybe you just lay off. But yeah, there you go. Rolling the dice. Love to see it, Brian. Love to see it. Love to see it, guys. It's the game everybody's talking about. It's the game that we can't wait to see how it unfolds. Of course, I think both teams to score should hit. Probably both teams to score in over 2.5. But for me, the best odds, the best value is just City to get 2 goals at minus 102. I actually picked this up at even money, and it changed before I could even tweet it at even money. It changed to minus 102, so that's why we're just showing minus 102 here. Tweeted it out last night. You're going to get Holland, of course. Everybody knows the lineups you're going to get. Grealish, Silva, De Bruyne is going to be in there. Gundogan's. I mean, all the guys are going to be in there. There's no reason to wait on lineups at this point. It's semifinals of the Champions League. You know what Real Madrid's going to go ahead and get out there. Feels like a both teams to score in over 2.5. But City's been awfully good, impressive run. They haven't lost in 20 straight matches in all competitions. I fancy City today. I fancy them. They're going to get a couple goals, I believe. That lineup's just too strong. I mean, when they were in the group stage in 2000, they hit over 1.5 goals in both of those legs. Both legs went 2-1, 2-1. Now, last year when they hooked up, this would have only gotten to cash in one of the two. It missed just on the road, but that's when City was second leg. They were trying to, hold on to their 4-3 advantage that they had gotten. They had the advantage, and then, we all know what happened there in injury time where, Real Madrid gets a couple goals and then forces extra time. But they're not going to be in a position where they need to protect an advantage this time because it's first leg. And they're going to be all out. And they also have a guy named Holland. As you guys know, they didn't have Holland last season. We all know how impressive he is. So I'm going to roll City. Team total, over 1.5 goals. Cannot wait to watch this one. I'm going to be hanging out with you guys on TikTok. I cannot wait to see this one unfold. Hopefully we get good goals and, we get a good game. I'm going to be surprised if we don't get goals in this one. So that's how I'm going to roll. Only one bet today. Only one bet today I'm interested. Backing the best team on the planet. Backing Man City to keep progressing and to keep putting goals in the back of the net. So that's how I'll roll. Otherwise, it's Payoff Pitch live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Live at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Like to stay hot. Good slate on today's MLB. Good slate. Good slate. I hope you guys put some money in your pocket. So that's it for me, fellas. What do you guys got? That's all I'm going to roll with today. Man City, team total, over 1.5. What's it currently at right now? Let's get a check and see what it's at. I always like to know, are you on the right side? It's comforting to know that the public is on the right side as me, but then it's also comforting to know that you're going to go against the public and the public's going to be wrong because we're going to cash this over 1.5. But let's see. Maybe Maybe people are along for the ride just like I am. Let's see. The away team, it's at even money. So it's actually gone back to even money. So if you want to jump on it with me, you can get a better price than I can. You actually get the price that I bought, not the price that we're using here for tracking purposes, because it was at minus 102 when I sent the tweet out. So that's where at minus 102. But now it's back to even money, which is what I personally bought it at even money. Let's go, Man City. Stay hot. Man City will want to lay the hammer to get out a bigger advantage. They're not, yeah, they're getting 2 goals. I agree with you, Corey. They're getting 2 goals. They got those memories from last year in their brain. Now, it's different, right? Because leg 2 was at the Bernabeu. This year, leg 2 is going to be at the Etihad. So you got to figure it's going to be that much harder for Real Madrid in leg 2. So if you like Real Madrid, you got to fancy them getting something here today. Multiple goals, money line, something like that. I don't believe that happens, but I'm saying, like, if you're a Real Madrid backer, it's only going to get harder in leg 2 when it's on the road at the Etihad. I love City. No, this is the year of City. This is the year of City. Get that Premier League, get that Champions League title, and then can we get Guardiola out of the Premier League? It feels like that's what's keeping Guardiola in the Premier League is his inability to win the Champions League. I don't think he's going to, win the double and leave. I think he hangs around for another year or 2, but it feels like that's what's been keeping him at City. So let's get that Champions League and get his ass on up out of the league so Manchester United can go ahead and win the Premier League next year. You got in at minus 105. What book is at even money? I was just looking at FanDuel, which is where I bought it at even money. Minus 102 was the book that I tweeted it at last night. FanDuel. It's at FanDuel, even money right now. Let's see what DraftKings has it at. DraftKings last night was having it at around minus 110. Let's see what DraftKings is at now. DraftKings is minus 105, so everybody's basically even money. Whether you get it at last night or you're going to go ahead and get it today, everybody's basically going to be at it around even money. So would I go, if you got it last night at minus 105, would I go in again just because FanDuel has even money? I wouldn't go in again. You're basically, at the same payout. Minus 105 pays 0.96 units. So you're talking 0.04 units difference as opposed to minus 105 versus even money. Yeah, I certainly wouldn't go in again. But let's get a good cash, Corey. Let's get a good cash. What else you guys got? Anything else? Good little start to the week. Man, this damn close to a sweep. That's all right, though. Plus 1.82 units. Now you're going to sneeze at that. That's a damn good start to the week. Love that start to the week. We're going to look to build on that. I don't have a huge card today. I mentioned there's good betting spots in the MLB today, but I didn't go crazy. Was picky and selective yesterday and going 1-0. Going to look to do something similar. Got just a couple picks on today's show for the MLB in terms of official picks. Now leans galore, and leans yesterday were on fire. Long shot hit, double play hit, best bet hit. How the hell did I not play my best bet yesterday? How the hell did that happen? Not quite sure how that happened. Pirates F5 minus the half run. You got Connor Siebold up against, who the hell was that starter for the Pirates? Slipping my mind. It's Connor Siebold for the Rockies. I do know that. Oh, Luis Ortiz. I didn't know this guy at all. Who is it? Who the hell is this guy? Making his 2023 season debut. Yeah, I can't back the Pirates. No idea what I'm going to get out of this guy. Let's look and see what his minor league numbers are. Let's look. I mean, he didn't win a spot out of spring training, so it sounds like this guy's going to be incredible. Let's see what he did in minor leagues. Luis L. Ortiz here of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's see what you got, my man. Can I get some stats? Can I get some game logs? Here we go. Here's what he's done in the minor leagues in 2023. He's coming off his last outing, only 3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, and they only let him go 3 innings. So he doesn't appear to be built up. Although his 2 previous starts, he went 6 innings. I wonder why he only went 3 innings last time out, only gave up 1 hit, no runs. Why did he only go 3 innings? Previously, his month of April, he had pitched 25 total innings, 18 hits, 8 earned run, 2 home runs, 22 Ks. He doesn't seem bad, but I can't bet on him to not in his debut when, his 2022, at least in the majors, was 16 innings pitched, 8 hits, 8 earned runs, 10 walks. Holy hell. 10 walks and 16 innings pitched. It doesn't look like he fixed that problem in spring in the minor leagues. He got 8 walks and 25 innings pitched in the month of April. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can get behind that guy there, Ryan. I just don't know I'm not confident in what you're going to get out of him. Rockies got shut out by Mitch Keller last night. Whew, love to see that. Love to see Mitch Keller doing well. Yeah, I don't know, Ryan. I don't know. The hitting advantages does go to the Rockies, even though they got shut out. They're still hitting significantly better than the Pirates are. I can't quite get there, Ryan. I can't quite get there. Can't quite get there. All right, fellas, we got about 2-3 minutes. Let me go. Let's go find ourselves a hockey squirrel, and then we'll come on back and talk some MLB baseball today. I think it's got a good little slate. Look forward to talking it with you guys. Hang tight. Hey there, everybody. Welcome on into the Tuesday episode here of the Payoff Pitch, live every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern Time with the Hockey Squirrel. I'm, of course, Jason, powered by Bet Openly, where you win more and lose less over at Bet Openly. There's a link down in this video description. We encourage you to get on over there and check it out. Hey, quick hits. That's what we call first inning. We like to get our thoughts. What's going on there, Squirrel?
Hey, buddy. I can hear you, but it's not coming through the right headphones here. I misplaced my normal earbuds, so I had to kind of improvise and use these, but I don't think it hooked up correctly, so I'm going to rejoin real quick so it does.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you, and we do have yesterday's internet issues worked out from yesterday. I had a humidifier in the closet where the modem is stored. They were both running at the same time and competing for airwave problems. So let's get this squirrel back on in here. There, Hockey Squirrel?
There we go. Did it work now?
Yeah, I think the internet issues are worked out. If you're good, I'm good.
I think it did. Says it did, it didn't. This sucks. Gosh. Yesterday it was internet issues, today it's audio issues. This is ridiculous. Let's go back to this and use the speaker.
Let's get you working so we can hear your great thoughts on all these great plays out there. Yesterday, boy, what a good time on yesterday's show. How about I hit my long shot yesterday? How about the Royals came through? Hit that like button if you tailed those Royals. How about my double play? My double play came through yesterday. That's right. Gallen stayed under 1.5 walks. And also the Nationals covered on that run line. So my double play hit and also my best bet hit yesterday. Yankees on that run line. So what a good day here for leans and plays overall on yesterday's show. Hit that like button if you tailed any of those plays. Look forward to helping you guys out again today. Squirrel, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, yesterday I finished 3-4, so it wasn't a disaster. It wasn't an amazing day. I think I lost one unit overall. Closed well on, I think, all of my bets except for one. And yeah, so I mean, I played a lot of totals yesterday. I beat everything by at least a half a run on the total. That Cardinals line ended up from plus 130 something down to probably almost even odds by game time. So came through there for the 3-1. I'm glad I didn't try to force the over as well, but at least I got that. So.
Yeah, we already got a question in the chat there from DeGent asking about the over-under today in that Chicago Cardinals game. So look forward to breaking that down along with every other game here on Tuesday's MLB slate. Let's jump right on into it around the bases. Let's take a couple games, break them down, provide some picks along the way. Is there a game that intrigues you that you'd like to kick off with?
Yeah, one that is at least fair priced, if not maybe just a tad underpriced, 5 or 10 cents. I thought that the New York Mets was one that drew my eye for quite a few different things. You could do a lot with it. You can do the money line. You probably could take a chance on a run line. I expect it to be high scoring, so you could take an over there. You could do New York Mets to get more hits against Luke Weaver there, as they have Scherzer on the mound. They should have a pretty large edge in starting pitcher. However you wanted to slice or dice that one, as long as you're on the side of the Mets or an over, I think you're in a great spot.
What I know you've talked about the hit. You've always talked about taking the over or the under. You can also take a hit spread like Mets -3 or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
cool.
some books will do it as a two-way line. So they'll just say which team, or like team to have most hits, and it'll be Mets or whatever, the Red, right? And some do a three-way line where then you have to factor the percentage of a tie, which I did a lot of research yesterday and found out what that percentage is. This year it's 8.8%. Last year it's full season 9%. So figure about 9%. They throw on a little bit of juice and charge about plus 900, which comes out to 10%. But that is your factor of, so you have a remaining 91% then to price the game on one side or the other, if it's a three-way line, to figure out your fair odds. It's quite a bit of work. I've done this, but yeah, you could try to see, if it's not too ridiculous, what the Mets to get more hits would be than the Reds. I think that happens. But yeah, I mean, you have a high total at 10, I believe, as well, and I think I projected 11. So.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I certainly see runs in this game. I mean, you're right. Luke Weaver's on the mound. I mean, in all of his start, he's allowed the opponent to get 4 or more runs in each of his starts. Guy's just not that good, right? 16 innings pitched, 21 hits he's given up, 14 earned runs. Hell, he's already given up 5 home runs in just those 3 starts. So the Mets team, that's not, crushing the baseball by any stretch. But this guy's a minor leaguer, folks. And remember, he's a minor league pitcher trying to, just hold down a spot in the rotation due to injury. So just like the other 3 opponents have gotten to him, I agree with Squirrel. The Mets should certainly be able to get to him. And then when you get over to this bullpen, it's about mid, right? A 3.03 BABIP, a 2.43 opponent's batting average. Their ERA is 4.08. They also have a very high walk rate and a very low strikeout rate. So the bullpen, when they come in, they're not missing any bats. They're giving up free base pass. I think the Mets can go over a team total of 3.5. So whether you do Squirrel's, Mets run line, maybe most hits, Mets team total, I like everything about the Mets. I'm in agreement there with Squirrel. The Mets should certainly get it done. But the over is also a good play because Max Scherzer is not the most dominant, guy, at least not so far this season. So, yeah, maybe the Reds can scrape across a couple of runs as well. So I like everything about it. I'm going to come along with you there. I'm just going to do the Mets team total angle is what I'm going to target. What's another game for you, Squirrel?
I have things kind of laid out. I really only put one thing in around the bases, just so I could try to stretch what I did have out through all 9 innings. So, but yeah, it's kind of a maybe 2 or 3 for 1 in that Mets game. There's so much you can do with it. So, I'll stick with that, and then I do have a pitcher whenever you're ready. If you have other things to talk about for around the bases.
Yeah, I'll just jump in another one here and talk about this Athletics game where they're taking on the New York Yankees. That was my best bet yesterday. Yankees on the run line came through easy yesterday, 7-2. Really got to the starter, Sears, late in that 6th inning, and then were able to tack on, obviously, a little bit to the bullpen. Should just be much of the same today. Drew Rosinski, he's on the mound for the Athletics. We talked about him in his last outing. Remember, this is the Major League Baseball player who flopped, went to the KBO and starred, and now has come back to the Major League Baseball and had 2 starts up against the Reds and the Mariners, and they've both hit him really hard with both the teams scoring 4+ runs at both of those starts. The bullpen is bottom 5. We've kind of talked about it here recently on the past few episodes of the Payoff Pitch. Nothing is good with this bullpen. Every number is bottom 5, really ugly numbers. So Rosinski should be hit hard by this New York Yankees team. The bullpen should also give up a few runs. So much like I like the Mets team total, I also like the Yankees team total. I'm not scared with Rosinski on the mound again. Give him credit, great in the KBO, but just a disastrous here in the major league. So I'm actually going to probably parlay those together. Probably going to do a Mets parlay of team total over 3.5 and a Yankees team total over 3.5 is what I'm looking at doing. So, all right, you've got some pitching props. Let's shut up and pitch and talk some pitchers there. What can we do with this one, Squirrel?
I think really only one, but there's really, I think, one debut I see on the board today, and that's in the Pirates with Luis Ortiz. Not sure about the leash, how long he's going to go. We know nothing about him whatsoever. So I have projection of about 3.5 strikeouts. I can go under 4.5 and get plus money. So just with not knowing anything about him, that was kind of an angle or a guy I was going to play. So,
I'll tell you him.
Under 4.5 strikeouts for.
I could see that hitting. Also, they're going to give you over 2.5 walks at plus 150, which 3 walks seems like a ton. But go look at what this guy did, in 2022 when he was in the majors. He gave up 10 walks in those brief appearances. He's also walked a ton so far in the minor leagues in 2023. Maybe under strikeouts, maybe over walks. I feel there's something to attack with him. But obviously, I'm not going to actually bet it just because it is his debut. And truly, we're trying to make predictions off major league guys, off of minor leagues numbers. But I'm right there with you, Squirrel. Right there with you. Do you have another one?
Not really, not particularly, no. You could maybe try Scherzer to go over 6.5 strikeouts as well. Might not be too terrible.
Okay. Let's take another guy to go over his strikeout. What about Patrick Corbin? We always attack this New York or San Francisco Giants team because they have a very high strikeout rate. They still do. It's 28.3%. They just remain a high strikeout team. Patrick Corbin comes off a start against the Cubs where he got 7 strikeouts. So against an impressive Cubs team that hit left-handers really well. They didn't strike out against left-handers, and he was able to rack up 7 of them. And give Patrick Corbin some credit. He's actually had a consecutive starts in which he's thrown the ball really well and given his team more than a chance to win, giving his team right there to win a ball game. So I think him to go over 4.5 Ks at -105 against a high strikeout team, the Giants, I think that one's a great angle. I also like Eric Lauer. They're the Milwaukee Brewers over 1.5 walks. Admittedly, it is a little bit juicy at -170, but it's gone over in 5 of his 6 starts in 2023. It went over in both starts up against the Dodgers in 2022. And the Dodgers are great at drawing walks up against left-handers, 7th best in the major leagues at 10.8%. So look for Lauer to do what he does, not be able to control the strike zone and go over 1.5 walks. All right, 4th inning, long shots. Let's give these guys a dog today, Squirrel. What do you got?
Yeah, I have 2 of them that I kind of would look at. No underdog that I pick is really ever pretty, as I say pretty much every day. Both of them I have priced at +150, so that's my projection for them. So even at that, we're saying you have about a 40% chance to win. Beyond that, though,
pretty good for a dog.
You're getting +180 on the Detroit Tigers going against Shane Bieber. I don't think Lorenzen is like the greatest pitcher in the world. It's probably ugly, Guardians at home, all this kind of stuff. But you're getting an overvaluing for that home advantage and for Shane Bieber. And really they should be -150, right? 60%. They got a -200, -210. So that means we can get +180. I see about a 30-cent differential between my projection and the book. Other than that, just way too many points for the Oakland Athletics. Underdog, yes, for sure. Once again, I have them around +150, and I can get +229 is the best line that I can achieve. So way too much. I saw the box scores yesterday, and they hung with them, I think, until the 6th inning is where everything kind of took off. But it was pretty close up until, the back half of the game. So just because they're an underdog, just because that bullpen sucks, it's all true, and we all know that. But, when you get something that should be closer to 150 and it's 230, it's kind of hard to ignore.
Well, at least in today, the Athletics, going up against the Yankees. That's what you said, right? You said the Athletics?
Yep, the Tigers and the Athletics, yeah.
Tigers and Athletics. I mean, the Athletics should at least put up runs today. I thought yesterday going up against Cortez, you could see a path where maybe they were going to struggle. But up against Clark Schmidt today?
Today is Clark Schmidt, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they should be able to keep up runs. You know what that thing with the Tigers I'm going to start looking at? There's on certain sports books you can make a bet of who's going to win the series. You obviously have to put that bet in before the series starts. I'm wondering if the Tigers, they're always at plus money. I mean, they're coming off a sweep 2 series ago. They're coming off a series win their last time out. They already picked up a win last night up against the Guardians, which puts them in position to win the series. I think the Tigers should maybe start taking some stabs at them to win the series. A.J. Hinch, love him as a manager. They're starting to hit right-handers a lot better. They've got a strong bullpen. I like where your head's at there, Squirrel. For my long shot today, looking to get another winner coming off yesterday's win there with the Royals coming through with a nice easy winner yesterday. I'm going to do the Padres. Padres at plus 105. They get the advantages versus right-handers. Their slash line is better than what the Twins will put out. Theirs is 247, 333, and 425. Up against the Twins that are well below the Mendoza line at 161, 274, and 295. So you get the hitting advantage there for the Padres. Bullpen, both of these bullpens actually sit top 10, but the Padres do edge them out in every single statistical category. So it might be 2 good bullpens, but you do have to give the credit there to the Padres. And they get Josh Hader up, right? He didn't play yesterday. In terms of the whole team actually didn't play yesterday. So if this game's going to be close and tight late, you're going to see Josh Hader, which gives you confidence if you're back in the Padres. And then from a starter perspective, Waka versus Louis Varland. Either guy, I call it generally a wash. Maybe Waka is more of a name recognition guy, but it's a wash in terms of the starter. So I'll take the better offense. I'll take the better bullpen. Yep. I'll take Josh Hader. I think Padres today at plus 105 is your best long shot today. All right, fifth inning, keep swinging. Got to give these guys some hitting props. Who are you targeting today there, Squirrel?
I didn't see a hell of a lot, except more at the top of the list of the pitchers and the batters was a couple of Giants guys against Patrick Corbin, and this would make sense. As you said already, we tend to rip on the guy. Was looking at J.D. Davis and Michael Conforto, probably just to get a hit, something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I didn't see anything like insane that was standing out to me. That I like to use this portion as confirmation of a play that maybe has good statistical background, and then I see, okay, this particular pitcher gets hit by this team as well. I was hoping to see a bunch of Mets guys, but
Luke Weaver just doesn't have a ton of experience.
Giant players. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I mean, nothing other than maybe a couple Giants batters stuck out to me. But touching on the Giants game, I think they're around minus 180, and I actually have them priced pretty much at that. I think the Giants is actually a fair line despite their high strikeout rate.
Okay, all right. I've got a couple guys that can't get a hit, and then I got a couple guys that can get a hit. Let's talk about the guys that cannot get a hit first. Look at Mike Trout. Mike Trout, he's 0 for 12 in his career against Framber Valdez with 6 strikeouts. Never gotten a hit, and half of the time he goes up the plate, he strikes out. Give me Mike Trout to not get a hit today at good plus money. Also look at his teammate Hunter Renfroe. He's 2 for 16 up against Valdez with 8 strikeouts. So another guy that has struggled against Valdez. The team does hit left-handers really well. So I actually kind of like the Angels here in like an F5 spot. Obviously you get Ohtani on the mound. It feels like it could be low scoring. But even though they hit left-handers, look for Trout and Renfroe to go ahead and struggle. All right, let me go give you guys 2 guys that'll succeed today. What about Salvador Perez there of the Kansas City Royals? He's 13 for 31 up against Giolito. That's hitting .419 off of Giolito. He's got 3 doubles and 4 home runs as well off against Giolito. So look for Salvador Perez to have a nice night. Also, I'm going to target one San Francisco Giant guy. I thought there was one guy that had some really good numbers off of Patrick Corbin. What about Michael Conforto? He's 10 for 31 off against Corbin. Remember, he's a ex-Met, so he's got a lot of experience being a Met facing Patrick Corbin. 2 doubles and 5 home runs, so look for Conforto to have a nice night. All right, 6th inning, it's a steal. I'm going to give you my NRFI of the day after Squirrel gives you something that's good value on the board.
This was good value up until we started doing the show. I just looked at the price, but I'm going to keep it anyway. I had the St. Louis Cardinals once again at plus 120. Yesterday I priced them at minus 102 when they were at plus 134, and they came all the way down closer to even odds. Today I have them at minus 107 with Flaherty on the mound. Plus 120 would have been great. I don't know. Right now, you might be able to achieve plus 115 some places. Bet online, it looks like 113, but this is probably the time to use Bet Openly, if I'm being honest with you. This is where at 1% juice, you could probably snake, up to that 120 point, and I'm sure you'll find somebody out there that wants the Cubs, take the other side from you, and that's where that really starts to shine through, and you save yourself the juice. You only pay juice as well if you lose. I don't know if anyone out there is aware of that. So basically, if I take a game at plus 120 and it loses, then I don't pay any juice. I only pay the 1% if I win the pot. And even at that, you're doing significantly better than playing at most retail books. So hop on Bet Openly there and check that out. I will look at the odds currently for you while you go ahead and give us yours.
All right, my NRFI of the day. That's what we're going to do here, and it's a steal. And I think I want to start picking on a team, and that'd be the Miami Marlins. I like the Marlins, Diamondbacks, NRFI at minus 105. It's really hard to ignore Miami Marlins, NRFI, 83% of the time. 83% of the time, the Marlins aren't getting a run the first inning. They're holding their opponents to no run the first inning 75% of the time. 75% of the time, their opponents don't get a run. 83% of the time, they don't score. The Diamondbacks, if you look at just them, they NRFI 66% of the time. You get Luzardo on the mound up against Faf here for the Diamondbacks, making his second start. Watched a little bit of his last start up against the Rangers because that was a start we had Haney under 5.5 strikeouts, which did come through for us. Both offenses struggling versus left and right-handers respectively. I think the Marlins are something to just start maybe picking on in terms of NRFI. This one's at minus 105. Marlins, Diamondbacks. That's your NRFI of the day at minus 105. All right, seventh inning coming to a stretch. Best bet today. Best bet. I hit mine yesterday. Yankees run line. Why the hell did I not play it, Squirrel? I had people hit me up yesterday saying, you gave out a best bet and you didn't even play it. What the hell was I thinking? Yankees on that run line. All right, what do you got cooked up for us today, Squirrel?
Well, just to let you know, firstly, there are a couple people offering the St. Louis Cardinals already. So if you have a Bet Openly account and want to go take a look, you can achieve plus 120 right now. Someone's offering a bet. You risk your $53.33 to win 64. So that gives you plus 120 on the Cardinals at Bet Openly, up to $64. If you want more than that, you can certainly create your own bet and offer it. I'm going to say that my best bet, the thing that's most likely to win today, even if you're going to pay juice, if you're looking just for a win, which we all are, I'm going to say that the New York Mets are going to get it done, that they're going to smash. And you could take that with an over as well. If you wanted to do the run line to avoid juice, I think it's worth it just because of the high total. I expect Weaver to get pretty decimated. To hop into the next inning there, if you for a double play, if you can do a same game parlay, I know not all books allow you to, but if you are able to do the over 10 in the Mets, I like it. I think they win the game, and I expect a lot of runs at least on the side of the Mets. But that's the best thing to zero in on today, in my opinion, is something in that Mets game, or multiple things in the Mets game.
Multiple, right. Right. Just don't have you. Hope you don't have a Twins White Sox happen to you. But yeah, I agree. It looks on the surface. I'm looking up the run line. It looks like it's about minus 120. The money line's about minus 195. So yeah. All right. For my best bet today, I'm going to go with that number one offense in Major League Baseball, and that's your Boston Red Sox. I like their F5 team total today, over 1.5 runs. I already got good confirmation from the books that it's a good bet, because now this one's at 2.5. We'll talk about here. Maybe there's some chances where you can pivot, but the Red Sox are fifth best in the Major League. They score 3.31 runs through the first 5 innings. Again, they rank number one versus right-handed pitching. Their slash line is 345. Hitting 345, that's incredible. 402 and a 556 slugging. Very low strikeout rate at 15.9%. Charlie Morton's got good strikeout stuff, so I don't know if I would play that angle. But the numbers is just they're going to be hitting the ball, so love to see that. 4 of his 6 opponents, as Charlie Morton, allowed them to cash this F5 team total. Morton in 2023, he's got a worse K per 9, and he's got a worse opponent's batting average than what he had in 2022. So his stuff is not there from where it was last season. Red Sox faced Charlie Morton in 2022 and easily cashed this, getting 5 runs total, getting runs in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th inning. Yeah, this number one offense should have no problem with Charlie Morton today. If you can't get over 1.5 F5 team total, under 17.5 outs, I think he's going to struggle. I think he's going to have to grind to get through 6 innings. And I don't think he'll get through the 6 innings. At some point in that 6th inning, if he's not out of that game already, this number one offense is going to knock him out. So I'll do the F5 team total, though. Over 1.5 is my best bet today. Double play, that's what we do here in the 8th inning. You gave yours out already. I hit mine yesterday. Gallen under 1.5 walks with that Nationals run line. I'm going to go ahead and do today. Syndergaard under 4.5 strikeouts. Just can't ignore this Milwaukee Brewers team in terms of they don't strike out. They're not killing the baseball, and I wouldn't look for them to put up a lot of runs against Syndergaard, but I am looking at them to avoid the strikeouts. So I like Syndergaard under 4.5 Ks, and I'm going to parlay him with Giolito under 18.5 outs. He may even have a nice game, although the numbers for the Royals would suggest that, just like I liked them yesterday, and they were my dog of the day yesterday that came through and got a cash. They've still obviously got really good offensive numbers. They put up, 12 or so runs yesterday. So Giolito, man, if he even goes 6-8, they're not trying him out for that 7th inning. He's going to work so damn hard to get through 6 innings. So I like Syndergaard under 4.5 Ks, Giolito under 18.5 outs, and that's at plus 157. That's my parlay of the day. You gave yours out. It's the same game parlay. You said under 10 or over 10.5 runs with that Mets money line. Is that right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's throw our bets up on the screen, and then let's talk about everything from a money line, over-under, and run line perspective. I've got 3 bets today. I'm going to do that Red Sox F5 team total over 1.5. Best bet today. Do a Yankees and Mets team total parlay. Those are full game team total parlays, and then what I'm riding with in today's Champions League if you're interested. Squirrel, what are you betting today?
Yep. Of the things that I'm interested in, I may end up on the Tigers. I may end up on the Athletics for underdogs. Probably will end up on the Mets in some way, shape, or form, whether it be a money line or run line. Other than that, and the over in that game as well, I do like, as I think, my best projected over. Other than that, man, a lot of things came out to be pretty much the price that they are. I price most things. And then also grab the Cardinals over on Bet Openly. I'll say you can achieve plus 120 right now, whether you're offering it or accepting the bets that people are offering already over there. There's people offering plus 120 right now. So, yeah. Nice. Hey, if you want to grab the Mets, you might want to do it like now. It's going to minus 200. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in.
Okay. Grab those, grab them, like it right there. All right, let's kick off rapid fire here. Let's talk about all these games from a money line, run line, and over-under perspective. Kick it off like we do most days with the Tigers taking on the Guardians with an over-under of 7.5. Tigers at plus 175, Guardians at minus 205. I'm going to assume Bieber can keep the Tigers' bats quiet, so I'm taking the under. I'm taking the under. The Guardians just don't hit the baseball. 2 decently good bullpens in the Tigers and the Guardians. I'll take under 7.5. If I had to pick a winner, I'm going to keep backing the Tigers. I do agree with Squirrel. And we actually don't have a Squirrel. All right. Rays and Orioles with an over-under of 8. There you are. Over-under of 8 in Rays, Orioles. Rays minus 135. Orioles coming in at plus 115. Taking the over 8. Over 8 in this one. What you doing here?
Sorry, I was just sent to. What are we? What game?
Rays and Orioles. Where are you taking?
Unbelievable, dude. Look at this shit.
Oh no, that looks like a Windows, not a good screen from a Windows.
Gotta love it. Gotta love that, huh?
Oh, you know what you're doing this afternoon.
Some fun stuff.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right, Rockies and Pirates over under of 9. Rockies at plus 145. Pirates coming at minus 170. Boy, what a 2-0 day yesterday in terms of the final score in that game.
Probably, I don't know. We don't know anything about this Ortiz guy, so probably.
I'm gonna stick with the under. I'm gonna stick with the under in this one. Under 9.
Okay.
What about for you?
Probably the Rockies. I don't know. I can't look at prices or anything because I don't have a computer now.
Mets and Reds over under of 9.5. Mets minus 195. Reds at plus 165. I will come along for that Mets run line with you. They should certainly get the job done. I like it.
Yeah, or the money line. I just gave out the money line at minus 183.
Blue Jays and Phillies over under of 9. Blue Jays at plus 115. Phillies coming in here at minus 135. Both offenses that have cooled off dramatically. Thought this was going to be a good betting spot for an over. I don't know if this is going to be a good betting spot for an over with these pitchers on the mound. Offense is struggling. I'll take that under 9.
Yep.
All right. Athletics and Yankees over under of 9. Athletics plus 225. Yankees come in here at minus 265. I'm going to keep riding the Yankees. I mean, I talked about Drew Rosinski. Just not a major league quality pitcher at all. Bullpen's trash. Best bet yesterday, Yankees run line, but they cover that run line again. Bet it does go over, but I'm not willing to bet on the Athletics who don't hit the baseball. So I'll take the Yankees run line again.
I'm willing to bet on them because it's plus 230. I know that's wrong. I mean, there's no way that that's correct. So I think it's maybe plus 150, 160, but not plus 230. That's pretty ridiculous.
Red Sox and Braves over under of 10. Red Sox plus 155. Braves at minus 180. Pavetta up against Morton. I talked about how the Red Sox should have their day up against Morton. Well, the Braves should also kind of have their day up against Pavetta. So I like the over. I would an F5 over, full game over. Yeah, whatever. Just give me the runs. Think it hits.
Yeah, I'll go with you on that because I priced the Braves minus 180. I remember. So.
Oh, that's bang on. I'm showing minus 180. Okay. Cardinals and Cubs. You, of course, like the Cardinals. I'm showing plus 110 for the Cubs. I'm showing minus 130 with an over-under of 7.5. The gent asked about this over. 7.5 seems awfully low for Chicago. Without looking it up, tells me that the wind's probably blowing in. It doesn't matter to me. Although yesterday the over didn't hit. It was nowhere close. Was this a 3-1 game?
3-1, yep.
And the Cardinals had fantastic numbers off of Stroman. I remember that. I'm taking the Cardinals. I'm coming along with you. We look at these numbers every day. The Cubs are doing nothing but going down. The Cardinals are slowly going up. You're not getting this big jump like you would, hope, and then would give you confidence to back them. But the Cardinals are trending up. I'm going to keep taking the Cardinals. Liked them yesterday. Like them again today.
I saw Nolan Arenado didn't start yesterday. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
I'm also not I don't think one guy matters, to be quite honest. Not in baseball.
Oh,
So,
okay.
If I'm on the Yankees, and I think Ryan in the chat said Aaron Judge is back today. Like, okay, like great, He's going to strike out just as often as he's going to hit a home run. So like it doesn't move the needle. It's nice, but whatever. So that's right. You like the Cardinals. All right, White Sox and Royals over under of 9. White Sox minus 150. Royals come in here at plus 130. I'm going to take the Royals again in rapid fire. Dog yesterday came through easily. They've got the bullpen advantages. They got the hitting advantages. There is no starting pitching advantage today for the Royals up against Giolito with Jordan Lyles. So that makes me think the over is likely going to hit. But they're taking the Royals on the money line again.
I can't remember what I had on my projections.
Okay. Padres and Twins over under of 9. Padres minus 105 now. No longer a dog. Still a dog to the Twins at minus 115, but no longer at plus money. I'm going to stick with how I gave them out in long shots. Best dog today on the board. Give me the Padres.
I think, you could go either way there. They would then be statistically the better team if it was played at a neutral site. The only thing that's getting the Twins to even money is that they got the home field advantage. So
okay,
statistically and truthfully, the better team slightly is the Padres. So I don't mind the play there.
Nice. All right, let's see if they can't come through. All right, Brewers and Dodgers over under of 9.5. Dodgers minus 115. Brewers minus 105. I like the Dodgers here in this sweet spot, but Brewers struggling versus right-handers. I do think Syndergaard probably gives up a couple, but I think the way Dodgers hit left-handers better than the Brewers or right-handers, Lauer is going to give up more than Noah Syndergaard. So like the Dodgers in the F5, like the Dodgers on the full game, probably would take an over if I was asked as well, but Dodgers at minus 115, I like that right there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had it kind of coin flippy. Yesterday the Brewers kind of smashed them, didn't they? So we'll say maybe a Dodgers rally.
This was an interesting game between the Astros and Angels with an over-under of 8. Astros at plus 120, Angels at minus 140. I like the Angels here at minus 140, doing great at hitting left-handers. Their track record against Valdez is definitely a mixed bag, so not sure which way today is going to go, but they could at least come into this game hitting left-handers really strong, while the Houston Astros are struggling against right-handers, and now they're going up against Ohtani, and the Angels are still having the nice bullpen numbers that we talked about last week, and those numbers are significantly better than the Astros. So Ohtani and the Angels at minus 140, I'll take it. Expect them to also cover the F5. If you want to do something along the F5, I almost did the Angels F5 team total. The Angels are making people money today, I believe it. They got some nice advantages today.
Sure.
Good for you. Okay. I keep forgetting you don't have a computer, so my apologies. Rangers and Mariners over under of 7.5. Rangers at plus 140. Mariners at minus 165. Mariners, tough team. Lineup wise, you look at the guys and you're like, damn, you should be hitting the ball better than this. But it's not happening. Lefties, righties, it's all not happening. They strike out a ton. You could look at Haney to go over his strikeout prop today if you were interested in that. I think the Mariners were like 29.4%, if the number's correct. Either way, it's right around there. I'm going to take a stab at the Rangers at plus 140. Marlins and Diamondbacks over under of 9. Marlins at minus 105. Diamondbacks coming in here at minus 115. I'm taking the under 9. Diamondbacks don't hit left-handers like we've kind of been tailing earlier on this season. So because of their numbers have tailed off, Marlins are always generally a good struggling team. I'll take the under 9. Okay.
With that Rangers game, I think I might have priced them around 125. So 140. I think that might be good. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but I think Rangers was maybe the lean there.
All right, and the Nationals and Giants over under of 8.5. Nationals at plus 205. Giants at minus 245. I would never put real money behind Patrick Corbin. That's not something I feel comfortable doing. But here in a lean and rapid fire, I'll take those Nationals. I was on them yesterday from a run line perspective, and hell, it didn't even need the 1.5 runs. They came out and won that game straight up. Yeah, I like them today. Give me the Nationals at plus 205.
Now that's ridiculous. I think I priced the Giants like 180, minus 180. So that's still really too high.
We've talked about blindly backing the Nationals on the road. I'd have to go back through our messages, but I remember we talked about those numbers last week. They are more than profitable.
Oh, yeah. At the time, they were 7-6 on the road.
And it was like plus 3.87 units, I think is the number that sticks out in my head. And they got a win yesterday. What were they?
Something
plus?
Like that, yeah.
It was Scani up against Jack Irvin. So they probably weren't too high. They were probably good odds yesterday. I bet it was probably 170-ish, or I don't know what the hell it was. Probably something good. I'm sure the public liked the Giants.
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure. And then to have a 5-1 victory at Oracle Park, yeah, that's doing pretty damn good.
So, all right, make sure you hop on over to hockeysquirrel.com. He's, of course, going to add bets throughout the day, and you want to make sure you get notified as soon as he places those bets. So it's hockeysquirrel.com, and then it's betopenly.com. They can lock those bets on in. All right, fellas, that's how we're going to roll here on this Tuesday. Come on back on Wednesday. We'll break down Wednesday's slate. Hopefully there's a little bit more betting opportunities. But the ones we got today, they're going to help you put some money in your pocket. Look forward to seeing you at the cash counter. Enjoy your day, and we'll catch up with you guys later on.
See you later.